Hello friends, this is Worm after an extended weekend and I still need a haircut. Today it's Monday, so it's time for another episode of Exotic Recrafting, the series where we take a look at weak, underused, or straight up bad exotics and talk about how we can potentially make them better inside of PvE. And just like with last week we talked about Last Word, we have another weapon that feels like it's more of a PvP weapon that we're going to try to change and make better inside of PvE, and that weapon is the Jade Rabbit. Now the Jade Rabbit is let's talk about what it does. Okay, its perk, the Fate of All Fools, basically states that chaining precision hits will increase the damage of your next body shots, and it will reload around into the magazine. So as you're shooting and you're dealing that precision damage, you're chaining up stacks, and then on your next body shot, it will deal increased damage. And this is really nice in the Crucible because I think after just 2 shots, you're able to 3-tap Guardians, 2 crits, 1 body, as long as you hit crit, and then hit a body, which, not bad. It's not necessarily increasing your TTK by any means, but it's adding a little bit of forgiveness in there. And I think that this weapon, it feels like it's all, like the entire design of the weapon is around forgiveness. It's a 150 round per minute scout, so it fits in that, that it's solid, it's got a decent time to kill, but you have to be precise, you have to, stay at a distance. It's a very safe weapon. Hell, I remember a time in the Crucible whenever Jade Rabbit was literally at the end of every single map when Bungie decided to take out all the small maps and add a bunch of giant maps. Of course, Jade Rabbit did well in those, but in terms of PvE, we talked, PvP is great. It can get a 3-tap, 2 crits, 1 body, but in PvE, I don't really feel like it does enough. And I think that the reason why is because the weapon, like we said, is designed to be a forgiving weapon. It's designed with forgiveness in mind. Chaining precision shots increases your next body shot damage. Again, for newer players that maybe their aim is not fine-tuned, that sounds really good because it's like, oh hey, like I missed my precision shot, it's okay, the body shot that I landed will kind of make up for that because I landed a couple precision shots. But it's just, that's so weak, especially with how many players can easily hit crits. I mean, you have players that are just starting in Destiny 2 that have been playing video games for years and years, and it's not hard to land those crits. So of course, the first thing I want to talk about is, the just simple additions to the weapons, okay? The additions to the weapons, these are perks that we could add to Jade Rabbit just to make it a little bit better, whether it's through the catalyst, whether it's replacing perks, blah, blah, blah. But starting off, Precision Instrument, of course, is out there. Like, Precision Instrument is a decent perk. Precision Instrument basically states that dealing damage to targets will increase precision damage. Mind you, it doesn't have to be precision damage. You don't have to land precision shots to increase the damage. You can land any type of damage with the weapon, and it will increase your precision damage. Sorry, it's hard to talk today. But of course, this would fit into the theme of the weapon. You're hitting those precision shots. You miss a shot, it deals some body damage, but you're still building those precision instrument stacks. Stacks up to ×5, gives you that 30% damage boost, or 25, I can't remember which one it is. But, all around, solid perk. I don't think you could go wrong with it. We also have, of course, Kinetic Tremors, which Jade Rabbit is a kinetic weapon, so Kinetic Tremors could work well here. And again, Kinetic Tremors is a perk that you don't have to land precision damage, and that's building into the idea of the weapon, being a weapon that, okay, you can miss some crits here and there and still be able to, have success when utilizing the weapons. Of course, on Scout Rifles, I think it's just 6 shots, so you hit 6 shots, whether it's crits or bodies, and it's going to trigger that Kinetic Tremor explosion. And also, you can also add into that, because Jade Rabbit is a kinetic weapon, sorry, never mind, I was thinking something else. But moving on from Kinetic Tremors, we also have Firefly as a potential option. And again, Firefly, it's building into, the damage. You're dealing precision damage, you're hitting precision shots, that's great. As long as you're hitting your precision shots, you're getting those little explosions, you're getting the slightly faster reload speed if you need it. Although Firefly, I could definitely see it working against the automatic reloading aspect of the weapon, so maybe there would be, some trouble with that. But then, of course, we also have, for my last perk option here that we could add to Jade Rabbit, Rapid Hits. Rapid Hit just all around is a great perk. Currently, Jade Rabbit has Zen Moments on it, which Zen Moment is also a really, really great perk. Like, Zen Moment arguably is better for the stability boost to Jade Rabbit, but at the same time, we could throw on Rapid Hit in there instead, and at 5 stacks, or even at, I think, 3 stacks, you're going to be at max stability, number one, and number two, you're going to have an increase to your reload speed in case you need it. And I think that would definitely help out in PvE a lot more. And so in terms of those, I think that Bungie, of course, if they really wanted to go crazy, you know, with just perks alone, this is not looking at reworks or anything like that, but just for the perks alone, you could add precision instrument and kinetic trimmers on top of each other. That way, landing precision shot, as you're landing damage, you're triggering precision instrument, you're triggering kinetic trimmers, so that your shots are dealing more damage. Like it's kind of helping boost the weapon. It's not really reliant 100% on hitting precision shots or body shots. Kinetic trimmer triggers off of either. Precision instrument will activate off of either shot. Obviously, to take full advantage of precision instrument, you should land your precision shots, but to build stacks, you don't have to hit precision shots. You just have to deal damage. So I think that those would be really optimal, you know, as a great perk combo really on Jade Rabbit, you know, have both of those. Of course, like I said, Firefly, yeah, maybe hit or miss, just a nice little addition. And then of course, Rapid Hit. But moving on from there, that's just the perk additions. Now I want to talk about a potential rework to the Jade Rabbit that I think could really elevate its usage. So going back one more time to talk about what Jade Rabbit is. Jade Rabbit, to me, it feels like a weapon that was designed with forgiveness in mind, right? Like you land a couple precision shots, then you land a body shot. Well, the body shot's not going to deal as low, or as it's not going to deal as less damage. It's not going to deal. Well, I don't, you know what I'm trying to say here, right? You land, say, 5 precision shots, right? And then you land a body shot. Well, then that body shot does the same as a precision shot. So it kind of makes up for it here and there. But I think that's one of the things you could do to, I guess, teach players maybe to really go for those precision shots is reworking the perk so that, you know, keep it the way it works currently, but add another, you know, add an element that rewards precision. So currently, you know, Jade Rabbit, it technically, I guess, rewards precision. You get, you know, I think it stacks up to what, 10 times maybe, and then your body shot does a bunch of damage. But I think that also Bungie could go as far as you know, adding an additional amount, a substantial amount of precision damage on top of it. And the idea that I had for this is pretty simple. As you're landing precision shots, you're building up stacks. Okay, you're building up stacks, and then once you get to 10 stacks, your next shot, whether it's a precision shot or a body shot, is going to deal substantially increased damage. Now, obviously, for the body shot, it's not that big a deal. It works kind of the same, but this is where the reward comes in here. Is because if you hit that precision shot, maybe now instead of dealing, you know, I don't know what the actual stats are. In fact, I should probably just, let me pull them up over here, see if it tells us. No, it doesn't look like it does. Yeah, it doesn't tell us exactly what the damage increases are, but have it so that when you land those 10 precision shots, your next precision shot, not reloading, doesn't save it, but your next precision shot, or maybe 9, because the magazine only holds 10 rounds, deals like 10 or 15 times the damage, similar to Hawkmoon. Okay, and that was kind of the inspiration behind this perk idea. Was, you know, with Hawkmoon, as you're landing precision shots, it's building up that paracausal shot, you know, so that you can deal more damage. But the difference between Hawkmoon and Jade Rabbit here is Jade Rabbit's, once you miss a precision shot, or just miss a shot in general, you know, it's not precision, whether it lands as a body, whether it doesn't even hit a target, you lose all those stacks. Okay, so you lose all those precision stacks that you build up, you know, or, you know, and they're dumped into the body. But like I said, once you get to that times 10, that next precision shot is going to absolutely smack enemies. And I don't recall exactly what Jade Rabbit's damage is off the top of my head. I record these videos and then I go in and make gameplay, which I know I should probably do it the other way. But you know, just take whatever Jade Rabbit's normal crit damage is, multiply it by 10, and there you go. So you land 10 precision shots, that 11th shot is going to deal 10 times more damage. Or Bungie, if they wanted to go crazy, you could say 15 to 20 times the damage. You know, if you're dealing, let's just say 10,000 a crit, jumps up to 100,000 or 150,000, or even maybe something crazy like 200,000 damage in one shot. And again, it's to reward that precision, because currently Jade Rabbit, it's a weapon that it promotes forgiveness. You know, if you miss your crits, your body shot's going to do more damage. But at the same time, I don't think that it's necessarily teaching players to hit your crits, you know, especially new players. And I feel like I said, this weapon is designed, in my opinion, for maybe newer players to the Destiny scene. And so, and I think that's genuinely the reason why it gets such low usage. But having the ability to chain up those precision shots for a massive precision shot damage is going to reward players who are able to hit their precision damage. So it's going to encourage players to learn how to utilize their precision damage, but it's also going to have that element that's like, hey, it's still viable. Like once you learn to hit your precision shots, this weapon only gets better, right? But I don't know. That's just my thoughts on Jade Rabbits and some of the changes we could make to it to make it better inside of PvE. Of course, I want to hear your thoughts on Jade Rabbits. How do you think it could be made better in PvE specifically? And what do you think about my ideas? Leave all that stuff in the comments below. Of course, if you like today's video, do me a favor. Drop a like, helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe for more daily Destiny content. And guys, do me a favor. Watch the videos you see here on the end screen because for whatever reason, YouTube thinks you will like them. We'll see you on the next one.